WSSU has taught me to believe in myself.
It's allowed me to develop skill sets in my area and also explore other interests.
Winston-Salem State has played a big role in my life.
They made sure I was ready for college.
There are so many opportunities here that you can't get anywhere else.
Winston-Salem State has definitely provided me with every support, every benefit that I need.
I just can't say enough great things about this school.
I feel like we're coming together as a group, collectively, you know what I'm saying? Like last year, yeah, we had our ups and downs, but this year I see a better team. Over the summer, our guys been working hard. Coach has been coaching us right, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we'll be all right. I feel like we're more disciplined. We got a little bit more depth now, so we can count on our twos and threes actually to go out there and get the job done as well. And like I said, more discipline. We wasn't disciplined enough last year, and I feel like the coaches put that in our head this year, so we'll be a lot better this year, and hopefully get farther than we did last year. Well, I try to be a leader out there. Me and the other seniors, we try to tell them the right thing to do and lead by example. So once we do that, they just follow along with us. Oh yeah, most definitely. To have our first game at home with our fans, I mean, there's nothing else you'll want. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta come out and execute.
Actually, it's funny that you say that. It's kind of exciting because coach always tell us to practice like NFL players. So at practice, you don't get as much contact as you would in the real game. So it is very exciting to be able to hit another opponent just because that just makes the game more exciting. So I feel like that is something that we're really ready for. Yeah, this home game I feel like is very important for the team because our fan base is amazing. The band, just to have the band behind us, the cheerleaders, just everybody in support for the home games is amazing. I feel like the team will be more ready as a home game because we have a lot of freshmen as well. So just playing home will help everybody. We have strategized their offense pretty well, but they have an awesome offense. But as defense, I feel like we're very prepared for whatever they have to bring to us. But other than that, I just feel like our defense will be ready and prepared because Coach McComb and Coach Massey and Coach Barbour always talk about discipline with us, and if we had discipline, we would be able to keep the game under control. I wouldn't say as the energy, it gave us a different energy coming into the spring and the fall camp because we were more hungry to get back on the field because nobody didn't like how the last game ended. So the energy, it brought us all together. It gave us the chance to actually understand one another and say, hey, this is what we have to do. We have to come together as a team and we have to prepare ourselves to where we don't have that same feeling again. So. I want to say something to prove because Winston-Salem State is always held to a higher standard than any other college. So something to prove, nah, but something to prove to ourselves, maybe, because we're coached by some of the greatest coaches. So as far as something to prove to others, nah, but something to prove to ourselves because we know we can play better. I feel like feel like you can say we did something to prove to ourselves, nobody else. You guys played a lot?
Well, we have them locked in. We've been playing them for quite a while. Very familiar with one another. Coach Richardson's, a defensive guy. I'm a defensive guy. Offensively, they're doing the same thing. Offensively, we're doing some of the same things. So it does seem like a conference game. It's one of those games that you're guaranteed to play every year, at least for the next few years anyway. First game of the season, opportunity for both programs to get off on a great start. It's interesting that you asked that question. Those are the things that I echo every day with the team. The team that makes the fewest mistakes is going to win every time. But if you add that other factor to it, the team that has the most fun is going to win. So, we're hoping to get off on a good start. But, equally, they're looking to do the same thing. Everybody wants to win. That's why you coach this game. But, we consider ourselves to be winners. It was a tough game for us last year to hold on. We got off to a great start. But we persevered at the end. And this year, home game, home crowd, looking to get Bowman Gray rocking early. We're pushing to get every home game to look like homecoming. But we're going to support each other very well this year. Those are some of the things we've gone back to the drawing board, looking at that last outing last season, that last penalty. That's how we started this season off. We went back and looked at that last play to see how we ended last season, guaranteeing going into this year we're going to be that same team. With the crowd support, we already travel very well, but everybody's excited about football season. Omar mentioned earlier about the fan support as well as Jaylan Barbour. That's one thing that we pride ourselves with. Rams travel very well, and there are times that it seems like a home game wherever we travel to. Parking lots, stadiums, we fill places up where we go. So it's a big ticket, but we want to also not just prepare for everybody else coming to see us play. We want to play for each other. We got a senior group now that's participated in two conference championship games, and they've had help, or they've helped other seniors go out on top, and they're looking to push their senior leadership onto the younger guys. We got 24, 25 freshmen, not including our transfer population of new guys that aren't as familiar with the culture here at Winston-Salem State, but they're about to get a quick crash course very fast this weekend. I wouldn't even know where to start. Right now, we're still to this day juggling some of our chemistry amongst our lineup. Everybody on paper right now has at least a one or two deep, but these guys are one or two plays away from being starters themselves. But like I said, too, as far as the staff, we've got a great staff. We've added some more tools to the arsenal. Coach Henry, he's coaching our defensive line this year. Coach Kershaw, former head coach of Fayetteville State, he's coaching the offensive line this year. But again, collectively, overall, with the efforts of recruitment and the guys that we have in, I did have some concerns last year, losing 3 starting offensive linemen. But we have some guys that are stepping up, and it's wide open. And some of those guys are in a mix of potentially starting at that position, may be a freshman. Well, we were looking to put some competition factor in there for Rod. That job was wide open, just like all of our positions. But it does help, by having a veteran quarterback. Rod has 2 championships under his belt. Rod did graduate this past offseason, along with Carry-On Moore. Those guys did return to the program to play as graduate students. But having Rod back there gives us an edge and an advantage as far as having someone poised who's been there and done that. Amir Scaife, we acquired him during the offseason as a graduate student. He's coming in to give us some relief at the quarterback's position as well and add some competition to the position. And Dominique Graves, local star, very smart, and Miles Timmons. So we got 4 quarterbacks that can go out there at any given time and give you some production. But as far as having a veteran quarterback and Rod Tinsley back, it does add a little ease to the program. Carry on is about as healthy as he can get. You know, his off-season injury, he's been rehabbing that pretty strong. I'm not so interested in pushing him to the point of potentially hurting him in practice. We've kept him limited. We want to get him to the games on Saturdays. But you know, as far as Rod being back with his veteran leadership, Carry On being back with his veteran leadership, they don't have any success if we can't block up front. So that's where most of our focus has been this offseason, is getting some guys up front and getting that chemistry down packed to where we can protect those guys, keep Rod off the ground, and continue to open up those holes for Carry On.